Today, we retake our legacy.
The ultimate real-time strategy game is now free to play.
It's about time.
Starcraft 2. Get it now.
Angels can still feel fear.
Welcome to Gamescom 2018. I'm here with Terps the Wonderful for day 2.
Thank you. It's because I got beat by Tice yesterday with a whiz-bang, the wonderful deck.
So you're now officially titled Terps the Wonderful.
Well, I'm hoping that, you know, people, if we just call me that, will just take it as facts.
That's right. They'll forget that you lost.
Yeah, well, I brought it up and you brought it up now, so that's already found.
Right. How do you think you did overall? Like, are you going to...
I think it went well.
Yeah.
You know, I think Tice is a two-time European champion.
You learned a few things
Yeah,
from him.
I think he learned some things as well. I think, you know, sometimes playing against someone of a different skill, I'm not saying inferior, but just a different way of playing. I'm sure Tice, you know, got as much from that experience as I did.
Yeah. What do you think you learned? Like, that you're, you know, maybe...
Graciousness.
Graciousness.
I think, you know, you can't gloat. You can't gloat in a situation like that. So, you know, I think that I did okay.
You did okay.
I did okay, and I'm happy with that. I learned about deck building.
Yeah, actually, what about deck building did you learn? Is there something that you can apply? Is this something you can apply to all different expansions, you think?
Well, I learned that Tice doesn't make very good decks because I lost using one of his decks, thusly must have been the deck.
Right.
But equally, you know, kind of looking at that curve of the mana cost of the cards, you know, it is important to try and balance out what your deck consists of, making sure it's as kind of playable and consistently performs. So the mana curve is actually really important.
Right.
So that was good to know. But equally, you know, Tice is a very good player, so I think it just needs to... It shows that Hearthstone does have a skill to it.
Yeah,
it's not just the random nature of cards.
There's things that techniques that you can use and strategies. And
exactly, and so I did very well considering he's very, very, very good at the game.
Right. I mean, I play Hearthstone pretty casually, and I think that, you know, I'm going to have to go back and rewatch what you learned from Tice, because I mean, he is the pro.
You might not see the learning there, but it was there. It's
I'm
more
sure
of
he
a
was
subtext.
it's all the subtext?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well,
I mean, I've
maybe
been doing a lot
I'll
of
watch one
puzzle
of his
labs,
Let's Plays
and
or
I would say play puzzle labs now.
Okay.
So that's a new solo adventure as part of the Boomsday project.
The Boomsday project.
Basically, it takes you through different scenarios. Not necessarily that you'll find in the game normally, because there's some kind of specific cards and interactions. But I still think some of the way you have to think about solving problems can come into play in some games.
Right, right.
So I think I'm a better player having completed most of the puzzle labs than Tice giving me a substandard deck, which he then beat me with Wizband the Wonderful. You know, that's what happens.
That's
and,
right.
you know, if you haven't seen yesterday's stream, it is available to watch
It
on
is,
YouTube.
yes.
So you can go over to the Hearthstone YouTube channel and check out a nice little cut-down version there. I'm sure they edited it so that it makes it look like I was worse than I was. So, again, that's neither here nor there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we have so much content to cover today, and of
Yes.
course, for 2 other days followed by that. I'm excited for everything we've covered so far.
Tomorrow
It's been a lot of fun.
In fact, we've got to stop now
We're going
because
straight to the stage.
over for Destiny 2 Forsaken, the next chapter in Destiny 2. Bungie's going to take to the stage and talk to us about this next chapter.
To unveil the next chapter of Destiny 2. Have fun.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
My name's Scott Taylor, and I'm a project lead at Bungie.
I'm Steve Cotton. I'm the game director on Destiny 2 Forsaken. Before we start this show, before we show you guys what we've been working on, I want to say thank you to Blizzard for having us here on stage. Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up playing Blizzard games, probably like a lot of you. I started with the original Warcraft, then Starcraft and Diablo, all the way through to Overwatch. So when we talk about inspirational RPGs, MMOs, and shooters at Bungie, Blizzard games are at the top of that list. Those are the games that inspire us. Destiny 2 is part of the Bungie community, but it's also part of the Blizzard community. And we're so thankful for Forsaken being a part of the Blizzard community and Battle.net. With Forsaken, we're doubling down on what makes Destiny truly special. A one-of-a-kind blend of sci-fi and fantasy, of shooter and MMO. Forsaken is what Destiny was born to be.
Everything that Steve is talking about as far as inspiration is what's driven us to create our largest and most transformative experience yet. There's a treasure trove of armor, weapons, loot, and lore to collect, ancient secrets to discover, and challenges for you to overcome. Whether you're playing solo, with a group of close friends, or with a dedicated clan, Forsaken is going to give you reasons to visit this world each and every night.
And it all begins with a story, with bigger and more personal stakes than ever before. We start our story with a prison break. You and Cade 6, their mentor and a hero of the Vanguard, are sent to investigate. But things don't go as planned, and Cade 6 doesn't make it out alive. But he's Cade. I know, but he's Cade. And he doesn't go down without a fight.
So everyone, if you guys are keeping yourself spoiler-free, or if you just can't bear to witness the end of your favorite gunslinger, now is the time to cover your ears, cover your eyes, because this is Cade's last stand.
Never felt better. You see that, Petra? Petra? Guardian?
Must have knocked out the comm relays with that spectacular landing. And cue the ominous music.
Okay, everybody. Back in your cages. I said, back in your cages! Yeah, that hurt. Not sorry. That's it. Now I'm pissed. Oh, is that really all you got? You help me out here, little buddy. Coming home, Ace.
Cade 6 has been cut down by Uldren and his 8 barons. Now the hunt is on. To get to Uldren and his gang, you're going to need to walk a thin line between light and dark. Cutting deals with savory characters, unlikely allies, and working with those who still fight for the Awoken Kingdom. You're going to brave a lawless frontier called the Tangled Shore, filled with a ravenous breed of corrupt and resurrected, re-resurrected fallen, known as the Scorn.
Now, the Scorn are nasty. They use dark magic, they're very aggressive, and they overwhelm everything in their path. They're single-minded, serving only one master, Uldren Sov, Prince of the Reef.
To put the Scorn down, you're going to need to find and master a new arsenal of legendary and exotic weapons and armor. Here's a preview of some of those new tools of the Guardian trade.
Didn't expect that! Like a whirlwind of death!
Good stuff.
The Destiny 2 community is absolutely incredible. And since the release of Destiny 2, we've been listening to them to deliver updates to dramatically improve the game in the wild. This has laid the groundwork for Forsaken. We've made players faster, more powerful. We may have gone a little bit crazy with some of those exotics you just saw. We've added more free events that give players a reason to log in each week with rewards that are worth the time and effort to obtain.
And in Forsaken, we've taken it one step further. We're introducing an entirely new way to play. We call it Gambit. It's a tactical mashup of PvE and PvP where two teams compete in separate arenas, slaying enemies and banking moats for points, until the portals open. When that happens, one player from each team gets to invade the other side and dash their hopes for victory.
We couldn't be more excited by the reaction that Gambit has already received. Now, if you've been in our booth this week at Gamescom, you've had a chance to play it for yourself. But if you haven't, well, check this out.
This little game you're about to play, I call Gambit. Your fire team's gonna compete with another gang of Guardians to see which of you is better at hunting all the enemies of humanity. All right, all right, all right. Let's see what we've got. Fallen.
This is Gambit, an all-new hybrid game mode for Destiny 2 Forsaken. It's team PvE with some PvP. Fight, collect, bank, invade.
Perfect.
2 teams of 4 in separate arenas. First to kill the boss wins. But you don't fight each other. Not yet. You fight these guys, and that thing. Kill enemies, grab the motes they drop, and bank them to score. Deposit enough at once, and you'll send the other team a blocker, a beast to slow down their progress.
That'll take them a while to chew.
And every 25 motes your team racks up, well, you don't send a beast, you are the beast. Buffed and unleashed on the enemy team with one goal: disruption.
One more in the grave. 3 down.
Pick your targets wisely, because when one dies, their motes die with them. Now, once your team has enough motes banked, you'll face the big boss, a primeval.
You summoned a primeval. Kill it, and the win is yours.
Burn him down. But look alive, because he won't be alone. A guardian from the other team can keep invading through the final fight. Stick together to wreck the enemy faster, or send a guardian to bomb the other side. Throughout a match, that's your gamble. And it can reap killer rewards. Fight, collect, bank, invade. Dominate the enemies. Deny your opponent. Destroy the primeval. This is Gambit.
Woo! Yeah!
So I don't know if you caught that last slide, that last shot in that video, but there's an announcement we've been waiting to make on this stage. All players of Destiny 2 are going to get to play Gambit at home on their couch before Forsaken launches.
So the Gambit event will be available for 1 day only on September 1st, just after our new weapons update, which means that you can play with all the new weapon slots changes that are coming on Tuesday. All of you guys are invited to check it out from the comfort of your own home.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Blizzard, for helping us bring Destiny to Battle.net. We hope you guys will join us. The hunt is on September 4th. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
To hang out.
Yeah.
navigation.